Hey, Jubilee family, Keith Tusey here with the Network Related Pastors. So great to be with you. Hey, yesterday was some of the team leaders, and today I'm going to be hitting on one of the themes of faithfulness from Acts 6:5, that these deacons were men that were full of faith. They were faithful. I know when we think about being faithful, we think about duty and being on time and being consistent and dependable, and those are all absolutely true. But to really be faithful, you've got to be full of faith, because God is always going to ask you to do something when you're growing that is beyond your reach. And sometimes we just get comfortable and saying, oh, well, I can handle that, and we get intimidated by things we can't handle, and that's the very place God wants us to go. Every great thing God has ever done in my life, it's been something beyond my natural ability, something I didn't think I could do, or didn't have the resources or the wisdom or whatever it took to do it, but yet it was clear. But I had to be full of faith. The other part of being full of faith is when you're part of a team, you've got to trust people you're working with, and you've got to trust your leaders, and they're going to be saying, let's take this hill, or let's do this, and you're like, oh, I'm not so sure about that. And that's where your faith comes in. You just don't look at the circumstances. So being faithful is being full of faith. You know, we're going to have this conference in February, and we want to fill the men of God and the women of God that are coming, that need their feet washed and their spirits renewed. We want there to be an atmosphere of faith, and that takes faithful people. So I want to invite you to get on a team, join a team, stir up your faith and say, God, I want to do something I've never done before. I want to do it to a level I've never done before. That takes faith, and faith comes from God. It comes from the Word. Hey, I'm so glad to be with you, and I want to encourage you to be a faithful servant of the Lord.